that harnessed the new innovation of jet propulsion. It was quickly decided to opt for a single-engine, twin-boom aircraft equipped with the Halford H-1 turbojet engine, which was later known as the DeHavilland Vampire. From the right, Jerry Conley and the DeHavilland Vampire. Originally ordered as an experimental aircraft only, the decision to as a contract for the Royal Air Force was finalized in May of 1944. In 1946, the first production aircraft entered service with the RAF months after the conflict had come to a close. The Vampire was the second jet fighter after the Gloucester Meteor, operated by the RAF, and it was the service's first to be powered by a single jet engine. The Vampire was quickly used to replace many wartime piston-engine fighter aircraft. The RAF operated it as a frontline fighter until 1953. About 3,300 Vampires were manufactured. When Jerry Conley's at the controls, his call sign is GLAD. He's the president of Vampire Aviation LLC and also their chief pilot. Jerry's flying career got started at 8 years old when he got a kid's book titled Jerry the Jet, and the rest, as they say, is history. Ladies and gentlemen, coming in from the left, Jerry Conley, call sign GLAD, the DeHavilland. We're having a good conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, Jerry Conley, the DeHavilland Vampire. First generation jet fighter. Jerry has a BS in mechanical and aerospace engineering from the Florida State University College of Engineering class of 1990. He graduated in the top of his class being a member of the prestigious Tau Beta Phi Engineering Honor Society. He was also a lab instructor designing experiments for engineering courses at 2 major universities. From the right, ladies and gentlemen, Jerry Conley, the DeHavilland Vampire. Now, amazingly enough, there are many parts of this airplane that are built out of, well, of all things, plywood. Aluminum was a little on the short side during the war and shortly thereafter, so de Havilland decided they would build most of this airplane out of plywood, very similar to the construction methods used in the de Havilland Mosquito, which was all plywood for the most part. Coming in from the left, Jerry Conley, the DeHavilland Vampire. Jerry is proud to have served our country in the United States Air Force and is an honorably discharged veteran serving from 1980 to 1986. Jerry has 42 years of flying experience, including aircraft such as the Beechcraft Bonanza, Cessna 172, Citabria, Super Decathlon, Cy Marquetti, Bell helicopters, the AJ-200 Cassajet, the Vampire, the DeHavilland DH-112 Swiss Venom, the L-39, and the AVL-29 and the BAC Strike Master. He's got a fair bit of experience. Jerry has performed at air shows across the country, flying high-performance jet aircraft for 15 years. There we go. 4-point hesitation roll there, courtesy of Jerry Conley and the DeHavilland Vampire. His ratings include commercial, instrument, multi-engine, helicopter, and multiple jet-type ratings. Jerry also holds a surface level aerobatic card with solo jet certification and dog fighting. Now that's gotta be fun. Jerry's also a motorhead. Yep, that's right. He's an avid car enthusiast. He built a high-performance 1966 Cobra sports car. Well, if he's not flying a jet, he's definitely got a cool way to get around with that Cobra. From the left, ladies and gentlemen, here comes Jerry Conley, call sign Vlad, the DeHavilland Vampire. I firmly believe he's having way too much fun with that airplane. The vertical there, demonstrating the vertical capabilities of the Vampire. I'll tell you what, you look in the cockpit of this airplane, there's a lot going on in there. There are gauges and switches and lights and buttons and knobs everywhere in the cockpit of this airplane. Just what happened to Cuban Eight. Let's see if he's going to do the other half. A little airplane doing really big maneuvers. Certainly looks like he's going to complete the Cuban Eight as he comes up over the top. We'll know when he hits a 45-degree downline and rolls back to upright, which is exactly what he did. Ladies and gentlemen, a really big Cuban Eight has done by Jerry Conley with the DeHavilland Vampire. In the early days of jets, the British called them squirts. Why did they call them squirts? Well, because of the big squirt of air coming out the back end of that jet engine. They were a totally different class of flying because, first off, it was just so much smoother. Not to mention the fact that when you throttle up the jet engine, it gave you a real kick in the pants. All right, ladies and gentlemen, he's getting ready for a photo pass from right to left, coming around right now. Of course, the British, there were two people that were responsible for the invention of the jet engine. Sir Frank Whittle on the British side, and Hans von Oehling on the German side. Here we go. Jerry Conley, the photo pass with the DeHavilland Vampire. Whittle's engine was a success, but it was kind of a conflagration because it was a mixture of a centrifugal compressor and an axial hot section. When I mean centrifugal compressor, think of a turbocharger. They are centrifugal compressor. On the other hand, Hans von Oehling, his engine was a true axial design. No centrifugal compressor on the front. And it turns out that Hans von Oehling set the standard for jet engines of the future. Coming around from the left, another photo pass. Here comes Jerry Conley, the DeHavilland Vampire. Well, I'll tell you what, that's about as low as I would want to go. If he's going any lower than that, he'd be leaving skid marks down the runway. It's impressive, though. The airplane smooth as silk. Now, in the early days of jet engines, one of the problems they had with them was called spool-up time. That's the time between when you advance the throttle and when you actually get the engine building up power. You do that with a piston engine, and you've got immediate power. It's like putting your foot to the floor in your car. But a jet engine in the early days took them a little bit of time, sometimes as much as 9 seconds, between when you advanced the throttle and when you actually got the power you were looking for. And you know, a lot of mayhem can happen in 9 seconds. Oh, you'll have to excuse me for a moment, people. I've got to refuel here. I got to top off my water. Here's Jerry Conley back on the ground again with the Vampire. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have Jerry Conley take his time coming down the runway here. He wants to go easy on the brakes because being as how this airplane dates back to like 1946, there are parts of this airplane that are difficult to get a hold of, brake pads being one of them. You know, I imagine the other problem they have are tubes and tires. You just can't go down to your local Napa store. Jerry Conley out there smoking glass. All right, everybody, how about you give Jerry a wave? Let him know how much you appreciate him flying this classic Vampire jet here today. We are having fun. Jerry, nice job, buddy. All right. Well, tell you one thing, that Goblin engine is sure loud. You get on the intake side of that engine, whoo, it hurts. All right. This is my Cornbaker going out to demonstrate the wild world